Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new around here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa. Welcome. Today we are again sponsored by Monster. We're not really, obviously. I'm just drinking it. Welcome to the new Melissa. This is Melissa, what, 12.0? Who knows how many hair changes I've had. It happens when I'm having like a moment and I just do it and I feel good about it. But anyway, today, as you can see with the title, we're going to be playing again with my gorgeous Carnival 5 Interstellar. This is going to be so messy when I open it up. Oh, already so loved. And we're going to do this look here on my eyes, which I'm digging so much more than I liked. Like my first look's crap. This, I quite like it. The matching green top, new hair. I mean, who am I? So yeah, without any more further ado, let's jump into doing this eye look. I'm furious. I didn't even press record. Get out of the way. I'm priming with my P. Louise paint in 0.5 just because I had it out on my desk because I was... what was I doing? I did a previous look and I didn't like it, so I already had it out. So I'm going to start off with the black because I basically have to for any... Am I filming? Yes, I am. I basically have to for any look if it needs a black. And when do I do a look that doesn't need a black? This is the Stacey Marie 301. Excellent, excellent teeny tiny little brush, and I'm just stamping this round just about halfway on my eye. Doesn't need to go in any further than that. I look so pale on my monitor right now. Obviously that's like way paler than my skin, but my dark hair is making me look real pale. I can't wait to do a red lipstick. I'm gonna look like Snow White. I always take it underneath, even though I am gonna cut this, just because, I don't know, it helps me get my shape. And this look can be like dragged lower and messy because it's gonna be cut. And then I'm just gonna take a fluffier brush. I've got my wee Bperfect knee towel. Fluffier brush and just blend this a smidge just with the same black eyeshadow. Again, we can be super messy underneath, it really doesn't matter. And I would rather have my eyeshadow too low and be able to cut it than too high and have to add more. That creates a faff. Alright, then I'm going to take the shade Deep Space, this dark green. Sorry, potato, did I snoot you in the nose there with the palette? This is a P. Louise 120, one of my favourite brushes. I really like some of the P. Louise eye brushes. They're very nice shapes. And I'm just going to pop this all the way around. My eyes look so blue right now. Like creepy blue. People tell me I have green eyes. And I really do not think I have green eyes, right? I've got blue eyes. I was cleaning out my car yesterday. Like, I just had some rubbish in my side pocket. And I was throwing it all in a like bin bag, and my passport was like just floating around in my car, and I was like, why are you there? It's like when my brother, I was trying to find my VC5, my brother's like, where could it be? And I was like, Jonathan, I don't know, I've looked in every cupboard, everywhere I put documents, and then I opened my car glove box and it was in there, and that's like the worst place you could ever keep your VC5. Anyway, don't tell anyone. Then I'm going in with Rocky, which is like this dark khaki-ish green. You're gonna have to move your nose, darling, because I'm gonna keep booping you with it. This is a Stacey Marie 203. I was a bit worried about combining all these shades, to be honest, but I do feel like it kind of worked out in the end. On the other eye, I was quite impressed with myself, to be honest. I'm not taking any eyeshadow in further than that because I want room to put my nice really light matte there and to have it not like ruined. Again, taking it lower than I need to. Gorgeous. This did really genuinely start off as like a rounded eye and it just grew legs like it always does, but what can you do? Then I grabbed 1969 here. Palette is so messy already, but they are very kick-uppy shadows, to be honest. Which I don't mind, but my palette looks messy. This is a Zoeva 228. Actually, I had a different brush that I was using, but I wasn't happy with it, so. These colours, they're just random. Like, they're not pretty colours, but they're glorious. I don't know, do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to make this video too long. My eye tutorials are always way too long. Like, look at those colours. Ugh. I love them. I'm gonna take Hubble, just here. So really reaching for all the greeny, greysy tones, obviously, as opposed to the grey tones. Because I wanted to do something like quite opposite to what I did with the palette first. I think I didn't actually use that shade on my eye. Anyway, then I'm going to go in with Earthbound, which is this real pale mint. And this is going to go out here. I wasn't sure if I could blend this green into these other colours, but it does work. Again, taking it lower. At this stage, everything is just going on messily, and that's okay. Take a bit at the front there. The shade doesn't actually, like, doesn't look like it's putting on much pigment with these big fluffy brushes. But I'm going to pat this colour on in a minute, and it is very pigmented, so it does work. So obviously, it's not looking great, but you gotta trust the process, you know what I mean? And then I took Lunar, because it's kind of a green toned yellow. That's like a bright yellow. It's more like a kind of ever so slightly lime green yellow-ish. And I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna probably have my hair up, so I'll just pull that right into the hairline. I do feel like my eye makeup is always a trusted process because it looks so bad and messy right now, but I feel like we do get somewhere in the end. Then I actually took, hold on, let me take this. What was a clean brush? This is the Stacey Marie 408. And I find P. Louise bases crease so badly on me, but I do like how shadow applies on top of them. And then I take the shade Martian, just here. I think it's not a dud shade. It's definitely not a dud shade. Like, look, it goes on my eye like nicely, but I just don't, I feel like it loses its shimmer on the eye. Like, it doesn't, I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't stay looking that special once I like blend around it. And once I like blend it in, this is the Stacey 304. It's gorgeous brushes in the brush set. I'll just take a bit of like black just to start blending this outer edge in. I think it's a nice shimmer once you've like patted it on with your finger, but yeah, I do feel like it loses a bit of its prettiness with blend. I don't know, it just doesn't, maybe because there's like outrageous glitters in this palette, I'm like, it just doesn't match up to them. Right, then I'm taking that Earthbound, that green that I used to blend, and I'm going to pat this on the front. So it really does pack on. I think when I was using it with a big blender brush, I was like, is this even showing up? But it is showing up, it is there. It's pretty, isn't it? And then I'm going to take more of that Lunar shade that we used on this bit, but I'm going to take a tiny bit more P. Louise primer and stick that on the inner corner, because I feel like for it to, oh, that brush has shadow on it. I feel like for this shade to really pop, it needs a little bit more of a wet base. And I'm just going to pack it on. I just wanted to keep this like really cool toned, but then when I did this under, I was like, actually I think that purple and pink go really well with it, so yeah, I like this on the inner corner, but then I really like that pink pop underneath as well. Really packing that on because it is such a pale matte. I just feel like it needs a few layers to just really give it its all, you know. Right, I'm going to go back in with all those colours and blend this quickly, and then we'll be back and add the shimmer and stuff, but like, I'll do it silently, but I'll do it here so I can watch my YouTube video that I'm watching. That's looking similar enough. We're obviously going to add the sparkle, which is Moonwalk. It looks very silver in the pan, and it is a silver toned glitter, but it just kind of adds, I don't know, it's gorgeous. This is the Stacey Marie 409, and I am like trying to like barely touch my skin and just like spread the sparkles around. And obviously I've not used a glitter glue, I'm just going in raw and it's working. There is some fallout, but it's really not that bad. Maybe it's like time for these glittery pressed shadows to actually be good, and then I won't moan about them, because this one is like really nice and the Milky Way shade is lovely. That's literally it. That's all I did. Right, I'm just going to put a wing on. Where did I put it? I'm actually using the Bam Swing, and just kind of that big wing at the end. Fill that in. It's a really good liner. Actually, I just got like a big PR parcel from the Bam, and this was in it, and I was quite excited because I used to adore this liner, but I haven't had it in ages. And they sent a brown one as well, which I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of. Real big on this outer corner bit, and then while it's still wet, I'm gonna, that's what she said, where's my brush? Where is this one? I'm gonna take more of that black eyeshadow and just pack it on. It kind of like sets it straight away, but it also means it's the same colour as my eyeshadow, black. So it makes everything like just seamlessly blend in. I'm going to do my little inner corner wing. I have to do it like right up close, and then we'll do the lower lash line as well. Just now. Yeah, that's pretty much the eyes. The only different, my brows on here obviously, which is why it looks different. But yeah, 2 seconds, I'll put this inner corner wing on. I literally can't do it unless I am 1 inch away from the mirror. Not my eyeliner just like completely exploding as I used it. Furious. Then I took Sheen Lime Love because it goes so well with this look, and then this is another Stacey brush. I did try and use more of them today, so because obviously I'm using the palette. This is the 401B. It is wunderbar. It is very, very small, and it like, this liner like matches the eyeshadow so well, so it just goes perfectly. Like, it just looks like that eyeshadow colour, I feel, is what I'm using, so I like that a lot. I just love water activated liners. Like, they're not good if you're gonna cry, but if you're not gonna cry, like, just, they're great. This is when I then moved on to the purples underneath. I did put a wee bit more primer down there if you saw. So I'm going to use like Phenomenon down here, and then Conspiracy, Comet, Fiction. Just all on one brush. This is the 302. I've got my little knee towel, so I just rub it on there. And it works wonders. This Conspiracy shade really is my favourite in the whole palette. Even over the shimmers and stuff. It's the most beautiful raspberry toned pinky purple colour that I've ever seen in my life. And actually I took the 403, this tiny little wing liner brush, and just put that underneath that Lime Love a little bit. It just outlines it a bit better as well, makes it more visible. I'll probably readjust this when my base is on, because I'll end up going over it a little bit with like my face products, but just showing you what I did. Bit of Fiction. I just love those colours together. Then I'm using my Colourpop liner in Charmer again. I think I actually used this in my first video, but it is the most insanely pigmented, stunning burgundy, and it goes so beautifully on the eye. Like, the pigment, it's just gorgeous. I think I've been sleeping on this liner in my collection. Like, look how pigmented it is. Right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to throw on my brow and the rest of my makeup. I think I'm going to do the rest of my makeup in another video. Just kill two birds with one stone while I'm off work today. And then I'll be back and we'll see what it looks like with lashes and all that on. But I think this look is a lot better than my first one that I did with the palette. But we'll see when it's all finished, won't we? I went and finished off all my makeup. I didn't actually film it. Don't know why, I just didn't. Straighten my face. I need to cut this again. Like, it's really... I need to cut it wet, but I'm also scared to cut my fringe wet, but I need to cut it wet. Anyway, got the fringe. Put my old ponytail in. It doesn't actually match, but I feel like we can get away with it. Anyway, I like this eye look quite a lot. I don't want to say love, because I will hate it within a week, but I really like this eye look right now. I think it's really pretty. I love the colours, the purples and the pinks and the greens. I love that pop of like neonish yellow on the inner and outer part. I love it. I like it. I like it so much. I adore this palette with my whole heart. It's literally 11 out of 10. I also love the brushes that I got in the Stacey Marie set. They're so good. And yeah, I now need to go to Co-op and get electricity because my electricity ran out and I'm now on emergency, and it's going to stress me out because I'm cold and I want to put the heating on. So yeah, there we go. That's my second look with the Carnival 5 Interstellar. Much happier with this look. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below what you think of my new and dark hair. It is technically black, but I think it's very, very dark brown. I don't know, it'll wash out a bit later anyway, but anyway, what do you think of that? Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm going to piss off and edit this video and then get up at 4 AM for work. Woo! So excited. Anyway, I'm going to piss off. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!
Feel